Hi everybody, I'm Tony and this is Jacket.
And here we are in our camper van.
Our very first camper van.
Our first road trip, which is, we've probably gone 10 miles away.
No, we just ventured out on a couple of hours out to Bradgate Park in Leicestershire, and we've walked around and it's started to rain and it's sludgy.
Of course it has.
So we've come back for a nice cup of tea in the van.
Yeah. But we wanted to also explain how, if you're looking to get another van, a new van or a pre-used van, then some pitfalls that we've
found out in the last month.
Yeah. So we bought this about 6 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we drove it back from about 40 miles and it was fine. But we did know there was a small issue with the
one of the glow plugs. Yeah, was playing up.
Long story short, it needs a wire loom.
A wire loom, electric wire loom for the engine.
So it makes it a little bit temperamental. Although it's running, it needs this thing doing to it. But we also took it into the garage to have an electric hookup put onto it, because although on the face of it, when we looked round it, when the guy showed it to us, everything's working. The lights in the ceiling are working, the spotlights, it all looks great. We've got a stereo, we've got a sat nav, we've got a fridge, we've got everything. You know, I should quickly show you everything that we've got. The fridge, and there's some electric points as well.
Pop-up electric point down here.
Yeah, so you plug things in there. But you need to be plugged into the electrics for that. So.
And yeah, USB points up there. You can see, and 12 volt there, and then we've just had our diesel heater fitted,
which is down there, blowing nice hot air on us.
Which is a German one.
Yeah, what's that called? It's Spatio.
Spatio or something like that it's called.
Yeah. So it all looked great on the face of it. We took it in to have the electric hookup put in and the diesel heater, so that we can use this all year round, because it runs from the fuel. You don't need the engine on, do you? And it's brilliant, it's really warm. And it turned out that all the electrics that we'd got were all wired wrong and everything was bodged and nothing would appear, nothing.
No, the leisure battery wasn't charging up. The main battery wasn't charging up.
The stereo didn't work at all, because that was all dodgy in the background, and so many things didn't work.
USBs in the front didn't work, cigarette lighter didn't work.
In fact, though, I don't think there was much that did work. But on the face of it, we looked round it and it all looked great, because the lights were on and everything like that.
And it drove okay
at the time.
Okay.
We didn't really know what we were looking for. So the moral of the story is, you know, take somebody with you that knows about these things, because we had no idea. We've ended up with another leisure battery now as well.
Yeah.
And it's cost a lot to put right, but now we know 100% it's all right. So it's just something that, you know, you learn along the way. But we originally, this is our first camper van. We did actually want a big motorhome to start with, didn't we? We went round a few of the shows, didn't we? To have a look. Yeah. We fell in love with them. We were going to sell up, weren't we? Yeah. This has been going on for about 3 years. We've had this idea.
But then COVID come out, and we realised the travel restrictions, so we decided against it.
And then you got the whole fuel, and it is a big step, and I know a lot of people do it, and I probably think, well, maybe we still might do that, but this is our start, because, you know, this way we can get the feel for camping. We know whether this setup will work for us. We've got a lot to get, so we know we're wondering about awnings and all sorts of things, solar panels. There's so many things you can get.
There's so many add-ons that everyone says that you'll end up buying, and then there's a lot of stuff that, you know, you just buy. Oh, I'll have one of them. You don't really need it. But we've still got a lot to learn, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got sleeping bags and everything in the back. We had some camping things from before, because we used to have a tent, but we only ever went once, and that was a disaster.
Oh, it went in the middle of, when was it?
We went August bank holiday.
August bank holiday
about
in
2017.
Leicestershire.
And
it absolutely chucked it down. It was freezing. We went in a tent. We kept his clothes on and a
two-man tent.
And the dog was in there, and even he was shaking.
Slept in my bubble coat that night.
Yeah.
It was August as well.
And we didn't realise it was a big field, and the helicopter landed in the field.
Yeah.
In about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so not the best experience. Although, oh God, did you hear that rain? Yeah, it wasn't the best experience, but, you know, we've got to step up from the tent. Looking forward to you know, travelling off and getting away for the weekend, and you know, just being spontaneous. Like today, we didn't really know where we were going to go to, did we?
No.
We tried to follow the sun, but obviously don't think it will really work out for us. But you know, it's nice that we can just stop. We're in a car park in a normal sized parking space. We can have a cup of tea.
And that's what we've got on now. We've got the kettle on.
Yeah, we're not organised enough to have got any food in here yet, but we will do. We're just working out how to store some things, because although we've got these big cupboards.
I've shown the cupboard up here.
Silly cupboard.
Because it's another thing that you've got to watch out for and everything like this. So we bought the van, obviously thought there was loads of storage, and show me inside that cupboard.
Well, there is loads of storage, but it's all a bit...
But all that electric wasn't in there, was it?
No, it
was moved.
We had that done.
That was under the
Well, it's like a big
sink
waste
pot.
of space, and we've got to find a way of...
We want some shelving.
Putting shelves in or something. So there's a lot to do. And like I say, until you go away for the first time, that light's on the thing, look. You don't know what you'll need, do you?
No.
And what you'll forget. Because you're bound to forget something.
Yeah.
We've got another fridge coming, because the one that's in here, it only runs off
the hook up. Yeah.
And we wanted one where we can use it as we're
on both.
travelling along.
Yeah.
Now, ideally, we'd like a solar panel put on the roof so that we don't always need to rely on the hook up. It's like now we're obviously in the middle of a car park.
In the middle of the car park, but the heater's blowing nicely.
And all the normal people have gone, and we're the only ones left.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of having a little van like this.
Yeah.
You can stop anywhere.
Yeah.
Put kettle on, have a nice cup of tea, put the heater on.
Yeah.
And away you go.
And one of the things we're thinking about, well, it's me more, is getting a pop-up top, pop-up roof, because inside there...
Yeah, a lot of people, they'll have different issues.
Get an extra bed, don't you, up there?
Yeah, it's an extra bed, you can stand up, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, yeah, it's expensive.
I've heard stories where, yeah, they are expensive to fit, and I've heard stories where they've been up and the sides have ripped and some of them leak. So that's another thing we've got to look at and get a decent manufacturer that, you know, recommendable manufacturer that can fit them.
We may have it done, we may not. We'll have to see how we go with this.
We'll see how we go for the first 6 months with this, because obviously we want to travel abroad eventually, but we're going to start in the UK, travel up to Scotland, around Wales, down to Newquay, don't we, Portsmouth.
That's why we need to get it up and working reliably before we do that, before we go further afield. But yeah, so far we're really just looking forward to it. We're in all the communities on Facebook and watch YouTube videos all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
I think you should show you a hat that I bought you for Christmas.
Oh, it's just a...
I think you're supposed to have the light on the front.
There you go.
Sure, you're supposed to have that on the front.
It's a little light. It's probably blinding everyone now, but it's ideal for going in if anything's wrong with the van, with your engine. Get these. What were
Well,
these?
just generally, I don't know about
£9 off Amazon, was it?
Yes.
You've got to look into the engine or your cupboards if it's dark at night. These are ideal.
I've lost mine already, but
yeah,
what's new? So we've got a few little bit. I mean, we've also bought one of these. We've got one for the house. It's a little dust buster. We've got one for the house.
Yeah, but they're ideal. Getting all the...
Absolutely, yeah. You can charge it up and
mess up off the floor.
Bits of mud and stuff like that, rather than...
That's if you've got a carpet or anything like that. But it's ideal. What we have noticed over the last couple of days, it's ideal to have a vinyl floor or something like that, or a wooden floor, because you have a carpet and you get in the van, you've got to take your boots off.
I think,
especially if you've been walking sludgy.
One of those mats that you can put in the washing machine.
Yeah, or one of them mats.
I reckon that'd be good, because then you could just, like I say, you could just put that in the washing machine
yeah.
as you go. But all of these things we'll know as we start going along. We've got a few little bits of gadgets coming. Well, say a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some of those pocket things that we're going to try and fit somewhere that you hang up, where you put shoes and whatever in. So.
Yeah, little like net pockets.
Yeah, and all
that
those
you can
kind of
hang
things
up.
we're going to stick on. But yeah, so far so good. Shame about the weather though.
The weather doesn't mind.
So have you got any tips, or you know, you've got your first camper van, and you know, we're willing to learn. We're very interested in meeting with like-minded people, and hopefully when we get going, we'll meet up with some van lifers, as they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some tips, because obviously we're so new to it. We've, like I say, we've got a lot to learn, and
so
it's a big step.
It is a big step. Yeah. And what I was going to say was what we're thinking about. We've not got a name for the van at the moment, have we?
Well, not really, you know. You want to call it the Wandering Wolf.
I want to call it the Wandering Wolf. Well, Wolf. And once we do get going and we've established ourselves on the internet and everything, we want to call it the Wandering Wolf or Tilly, because that was my nickname at school, wasn't it? So we're not sure at the minute. Glad to take some feedback, what you lot think.
Yeah, I mean, how do people even choose the names in the first place?
Well, they do have vans with Bertie on and Harry and Matilda.
Seen some, yeah. There's some really good ones about, and they've got the name written down the side in that. So it needs to. Obviously, we need to personalise this now and make it our own. And we've got this. I mean, this is, these kind of things.
I think everyone has something like
yeah.
that.
Everyone has those kind of things. But other than that, there's things that we'll come to realise over the time that we've got it that we need. But as long as we've got wine in the fridge.
Wine and tea bags.
Wine and tea bags is all you really need.
And milk. And Bruno, he'll be travelling around with us.
So yeah, Bruno's our dog, Dogue de Bordeaux. Not the smallest of dogs.
He's a big brute, so
he is,
he's going to take quite a bit of room in
He'll
there.
fit in here. And I think he'll enjoy the lifestyle, obviously walking and going for walks and things like that. So hopefully he'll sleep well in here, because it's, like I say, it's small. That's another one of the reasons we wanted the top roof, so we'd be sort of out of the way.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how that goes as well. It might be a nightmare. Most people, we see the people, they've got little dogs normally, haven't they?
A lot of people have got little dogs and they jump on the bed. And I mean, that's another thing you got to think of. We've got a big brute of a dog, and some people like the bed down already when they're travelling. Some people have, obviously we've got a rock and roll bed, so if we do tend to take the grandkids out with them, they've got to be strapped in. But a lot of people, it's just a van for them with a rock and roll bed, they leave it down. But if you have got a dog and you go out for a walk and he comes back and he's full of mud, you open the side door, you forget, he's going to jump on your bed.
I suppose that's why if you're at a car park you can just go and clean him off, can't you?
Yeah.
You have dog washers and things like that. So yeah, we've got it all to learn. But yeah, it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, we're looking forward to the travels.
Yeah, and just as well, more than anything, nice weather.
Yeah.
It's the rain. I don't mind it cold or anything like that, but when it's raining and windy, it's horrible.
Yeah, but if you've got something like this to sit in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's always stuff to do. You can read a book, you got a glass of wine.
There's not many people.
Well, I think everybody's actually gone from the car park.
Yeah, all
now.
the people they're all sort of going like the normal people, but we're sitting here quite nice and comfy in here actually. We're going to get a TV in here as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
You can get everything.
When we do like settle down at night and you want to watch a bit of telly, you don't have to have a TV. You can watch from your phone or your tablet. A lot of people do that. As long as what I was going to ask is people, what do they use for their wireless network?
Oh yeah.
To get films and stuff like that. I know you can download to your tablet and watch a film, but if you can't get a signal from your phone.
Not only that though, because I work from home. I'm a VA, which is a virtual assistant, so can work from anywhere, freelancing, but obviously needed a decent internet thing. I would run it from my phone, but I don't know whether that's an expensive way to do it.
Yeah, there's different dongles that go about and
there's all sorts of things.
Hotspots you can join to, but there is areas where there's no signal at all. So do you work off a dongle? Do you
go and park in McDonald's car
park near McDonald's and get onto jump onto their Wi-Fi, or what you do on your phone sometimes uses what do you call it? What do you call it? I forgot as well now. Where you jump on your phone and use it as a tether from your phone. But we didn't know whether to get one of those small boxes you can go anywhere and it picks signal, but you have to put a SIM inside it. So we're just asking people what they do, what they think, and how they stay connected.
So yeah, that's it for today, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to have a nice cup of tea. And then we'll head up back home.
Just don't forget though, like I say, don't jump into anything. We didn't really, even with all the research we did, we still made the mistake we were so obsessed with the engine side of it that we didn't think about any of this electric stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's probably.
You've got to look at when the belts are done, and when the cam belts are done, and all that lot. And has the clutch been changed?
And everybody,
high mileage on the van. A lot of people go for a Volkswagen, probably around. They don't want to go over 100,000, do they?
No.
Although some engines do last over 300,000, and they're still going strong.
But we were, like I say, we were so looking at and obsessed with the repairs on the engine and making sure that the big jobs had been done.
Yeah.
We kind of
we forgot about the
didn't
lickle
really
thing.
think about the electrical
With
side.
the electrical
of it.
side,
Once
yeah.
we saw that the lights worked and that there was a fridge in it and all
And
that,
the engine ran, we
that
thought, oh, that suits us.
But
It's got a hookup, it's got a fridge.
But it was all wired wrong. It was all
got a
using
sink.
the wrong wire, and it was
Well,
all
yeah, the
draining itself. Or
the cooker hasn't even been used, or the sink, was it?
No.
And it was a brand new fridge. So
Yeah.
what they'd done is obviously bought the units, put the sink in, put the fridge in, and not wired it properly, and not hooked up properly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you got to look out for.
Just make sure, just take somebody with you that knows what they're doing, and then, you know, even though, like I say, we did a lot of research, we still never thought about all the electrical side of it. Just thought if it works, it works. But obviously, in the long run, I mean, these lights now are so much brighter than they were.
Yeah.
Because when we first got it, it was quite dark in here, wasn't it?
It was dark, yeah.
So yeah, that's it for now. We'd love to hear your comments and feedback, and we'll see you on the next one.
Okay,
Bye.
see you later.